in a million years.
It's all so magical.
I've never
Fun, starry ride that fast. Someday a boo.
and does to say.
Never done.
I've never
Fun, starry ride that fast. Someday a boo. Do you trust me? Say to me,
Have my life.
wonderful
time in my you should salam.
father and does to say.
Say to me,
Have my life.
Wonderful
Jasmine, you should salam.
father and does to say.
I'm going to free the genie.
I ran away, and I am not going back. And I am not going back.
You should.
I ran away, and I am not going back.
Let's make some magic!
When I spent it with you and your father. When did you last? When I spent it with me, Jasmine, your father. When I spent it with you and your father. When did you last? When I spent it with me, Jasmine, your father. There's this girl.
I've never
Fun, starry ride that fast. Someday a boo.
and does to say.
There's no time in my life without you.
I've never
Fun, starry ride that fast. Someday a boo.
and does to say.
I ran away, and I am not going back. And I am not going back.
You should.
I ran away, and I am not going back. And I am not going back.
It's mine. It's death.
Ja hat jetzt getocket, da mecklich. Ja hat jetzt getocket, da mecklich.
It's mine. It's death.
It's all so magical. What are you doing?
Just play along. I spent it with you and your father. When did you last? When I spent it with me, Jasmine, your father. When I spent it with you and your father. When did you last? When I spent it with me, Jasmine, your father. Say to me,
Have my life.
Wonderful
time in my you should salam.
father and does to say.
Say to me,
Have my life.
Wonderful
time in my you should salam.
father and does to say.
Never done.
I've never
Fun, starry ride that fast. Someday a boo.
and does to say.
Never done.
I've never
Fun, starry ride that fast. Someday a boo.
and does to say.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another DaraChat. I know, it's been so long. But anyway, my name is Daramuth, or Dara for short, because some people haven't published with the English language, and I am not here to correct, but I will anyway, because somebody needs to. Okay, someone has to be the adult in the situation, alright? But anyway, I get to be joined by the Lady Midnight. Obviously, of course, a long time ago, I had the Mr. Midnight on a long while back, or actually it was last year, sometime last year. Look, when you get older, your memory starts to just like, oh, there's a bubble, and then you're just somewhere else. So there is that. But you can unmute yourself now.
Okay, I was like, I'm just gonna leave it till I'm told otherwise.
No, please, no.
You like that, Zogs? You like that?
Oh my goodness. But no, but thank you. I can hear him back there too. It's almost like he's joining you.
He's not back there. He's literally right there.
Oh. And then he peeks in and says, "Oh, look, how's it going? Oh, snap! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh."
I just need a cattle prod for when he gets too loud. I can just.
You know what? That actually makes for a good Christmas present. I hear giving your family members a cattle prod keeps the family family spirit alive. Just people just to prod each other, and then they really know who loves them.
Yep.
Oh goodness! But anyway, how are you today, young lady?
Good. Today was busy. Got the oldest off to school, and then us and the little went to the office, and he was extra spicy today, and then came home, did the cleaning, did some cooking, and then chilled, and the little is passed out. The older one is chilling for now, and now here did a little man eater while waiting.
Nice. But you're not talking the Hall & Oates song, are you?
The what?
The Man Eater. It's the song by
Oh yeah, no. But when the game Man Eater, it's kind of like Echo the Dolphin and Shark Evolution had a baby and then advanced some, but Abakar will always play the Man Eater song Blurb. So
oh, okay.
so
Yeah,
I sing it all the time while playing.
Look, that shows you how dated I am. I know I know Man Eater by Hall & Oates, okay? All right. And that pretty much, well, I think there was someone else who did a song called Man Eater, but I'm not sure who I'm not sure who that artist was. It was a female artist. But yeah, that was a long it's tough enough as it is. But no, that sounds great. I mean, are you guys going to get hit by all the cold storm coming this weekend?
We're supposed to. So our weather guy's saying we could get anywhere from a dusting to 2 feet. So it's. I guess I'll let you know when Monday comes around.
If you can get out of the house first, because you'll most likely either be slightly dusted or buried.
Yeah, and we're up in the mountains too, so with like the wind and everything, it's just we either get nothing or all of it. There's no in between.
A dusting or a crusting. There you go, right there by NC.
Yeah.
But no, because like for here, it's gonna get very cold. I'm not a fan of below zero weather because then your cars and stuff get affected, and then you're like, oh please Lord, please start. Oh it started. Thank you. That's when you know it's not going to be a good time, is when you're hoping and praying your car starts. There you go. Look at him right there. I'm surprised he didn't say it right next to you, since he's right next to you.
He's trying to be a good boy and he's trying to be quiet.
Oh, I married that drink of water. What can I'm gonna get small clips from it. It's like, that's why I married her, for the 2 cattle and 1 goat. But anyway, but no, I mean, I remember when the first time around, you really weren't doing anything gaming wise. It was mostly just the
I was kind of in the chat. Like going around trying to meet other people and trying, kind of like promoting gym. And then because I only ever played the Spyro games and then Medieval growing up. I never got into gaming, like I read books and that was pretty much, like I was a band geek and stuff. I never really got into the gaming atmosphere. Right. And, watching Jim play and everything, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'd sit there and chat and talk to everybody, and I started getting comfortable with everybody, and I saw that, Rumble wasn't really like the rest of places where, you just kind of like sit there quietly, because then, like if you are yourself, then you're too much and everything. And then I saw that people, like they were just like us and they loved you for who you were. And so like I started coming around a little more, and then it was my little brother had came over, and
nice.
I was like, I want to kind of get into gaming, but at the same sense, like I don't want to spend money on anything at the moment because I'm new to this, and I could just be like, oh well, this sucks, I don't want to do it, you know. Some people like it and some people don't. And he's like, well, why don't you try Fortnite, you know, like it's free and everything, and you know, give it. And I was like, well, can I play it on the PlayStation, because I have a PS4, and you know, like I grew up with the controller, you know, like the PlayStation controller.
Right.
So he had downloaded it. We downloaded it, and he was kind of showing me around. And I was like, okay. And then I started like really getting into it. Like I kind of became obsessed. And Jim's like, well, why don't you, you know, play while I'm playing? So we had, because the TV is like right in front of me. So he had it kind of hooked to the laptop, but like I was still looking at the TV. So, you know, like we're on the stream and everything, but everybody that's watching me is watching me go like this because you know, they're just watching my neck because I'm watching the TV. I'm like, I don't want to watch a little screen. And at that point, we had the coffee table and not the desk because in order for me to play while looking at the computer, like I'd be completely hunched over. And so we had ordered me a desk and everything. And so like I had downloaded it and a couple other different games on the laptop, but like I kept the controller. And it was pretty much Fortnite, only Fortnite, you know, and I started really like just getting good at it. Like, cause that was my first shooting game. And then Art came around, and Jim's like, well, this is something like we can play together, you know, like it's a big boy game. And I was like, okay, you know, I'll give it a shot. So we did it during the free weekend. And now, mind you, I was still on the controller. And I completely fell in love with it. And I was like, I can get down with this. And I was like, well, if you're buying it for you, you have to buy it for me too. Like, that's not fair, you know? And so, but like the controller was making me mad because like the aim's not where I want it to be and everything. And he goes, well, why don't you just, you know, give it a chance on mouse and keyboard? And I had gotten my desk at that point, and I was like, all right, you know, I'll try it. And I haven't gone back. Like I've been on mouse and keyboard for little over a month now. And I'm playing, you know, like I'm whooping ass with, you know, Tomby and Jim and Ross and everybody, and like just finding myself loving it. I've got almost 170 rubber duckies because I'm obsessed with it, to the point where me and Soundboard Lord actually had a race to see who could get to 100 ducks first. And I deserted my family one night. I'm like, Ross, I'm like, Casey's gonna win. I'm like, he grinded all day. Like I can only play, you know, because like I'm also a mom. And I gotta take care of the house and everything. I'm like, I can't just. And so like I put everybody to bed, and we had finished almost by like, it was like 11 o'clock or whatever, and everybody's already sleeping. They're like, are you coming to bed? I'm like, shut up, I've had a rest.
I went to bed cold that night.
He had the dog. Speaking of, do you want to let him in?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes the dog ain't enough. But no, that's pretty funny because I have Steam, and Steam's not been so good to me because I have one too many games. When your library is over 200, that's when you know you have a problem.
Mine's not quite there yet.
Good, you're in the beginning stages. It's when you get a little too much that's the worry right there.
I'm to the point where I'm looting shit in my sleep, you know, or we'll be driving down the road and you see a closed dumpster, and I'm like, I bet there's blueprints in there. And Jim's like, you need a break. And I'm like, no, I need the loot.
Well, it's funny too because there are people who actually do dumpster diving, and there's a plethora of reasons of why they do dumpster diving. But we're not gonna go that far into the garbage bag. But no, I mean, like for me, I've been I've played at many other games, but again, there's just not enough time in the day because you know I full-time job and all other stuff, but and this of course, but like for me, I've been playing getting back into Fortnite and playing that. was lucky enough to be able to be on when they were selling the Back to the Future stuff. All right, I got my DeLorean. Okay, I got my DeLorean. Y'all, you little suckers out there, you're gonna have to wait for another time around. Okay.
Is that from Futurama?
No,
I've
no,
never watched it, so.
No, Back to the Future is with like Michael J. Fox. Yeah, Back
Okay,
to the
yeah,
Future.
sorry,
Yeah.
I'm mixing up because Tommy and them were making fun of me last night. Him and Schleppy or the night before last, they're talking about the Futurama guys, and I'm like, is that an anime? I'm like,
There's a lot to learn, lady. There's a lot to learn. But no, yeah. So I've played a bit, and I've actually played when the time is is able to, that sometimes with Comics Dad and Queen Comics, because I've had them on before as well. But it's always nice to be able. It's nicer to play with others than by yourself. Although sometimes it's nicer to play by yourself than with others, because you could be ended up carrying everyone's like, come on, I've got you in my back, let's go.
mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
NC Native says she's a loot force with brute force. There you go.
I
That
am.
one works.
My name is Lady, and I'm a hoarder.
At least you're not those kind of hoarders. I've seen those shows where
No,
yeah.
I have OCD, and so in real life, hoarding does not work for me.
Mm-mm. No, and I feel sorry for some of those people because they end up in a position of where I don't know if it's because like they don't have a family or something goes on, and they just start
Yeah.
filling up their home, and it's almost like it becomes their own tomb, because they bury themselves in it to some degree, which is kind of sad in itself. But to make a show about it, I mean, that's another thing right there.
Yeah, that's just exploiting people that have issues for money. But I mean, then there's suckers like us who are just like, oh, I kind of need to watch it though.
Yeah, yeah. What really happened to the old man who bought so many magazines he made a fort out of them? Yes. I have CDO.
And
It's
that's
like,
what.
go ahead.
Yep.
Alphabetical
See,
order.
I call it. Sometimes I'll call it CDO, but sometimes I call it ABC OCD. Because, and it's so funny because one of the things that Fodeb will never let go is the one day, I think, he was asking me how my day was going because he knew that, I was doing some cleaning. And I was like, well, I'm kind of all over the place today. I said, because I went to do something and Rowie spilled jam. But I needed a new set of paper towels. But to do that, I needed to move this. And to move that, I needed to start the laundry. But to start the laundry, I needed to start, like stripping the bedding. To strip the bedding, like I needed. And it was just, by the time Jim came home, the house looked like a tornado went through it because, like, by the time I was done, everything was great. But it's like, you just get so like deep into it that it's just...
Yeah, it's there's an episode of Malcolm in the Middle that reminds me of that, where their dad comes home and he's like that's like the cabinet or the cupboard where all the dishes is squeaky, and then all of a sudden he goes to the drawer to find like the WD-40 or whatever, and he goes in there and something's wrong with the drawer, and it leads to one thing to another thing, and it just
I'm gonna assume that's another show that I have no idea about.
Malcolm in the Middle is another show.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
Yeah. You are on a long
face on this one, Dara. She didn't know who Jerry Springer was when I first met her. So 90s
wow.
This girl.
Well, actually, you know what? Not knowing Jerry Springer is actually a godsend. Yeah, it's a godsend right there. You don't need to know Jerry Springer. When someone says Jerry, you just say,
I now know too, and especially because like when I had first gotten introduced to physics, like first things in the morning, in between gaming, he would like be sitting there and watching the Jerry shows, and he'd be sitting there talking about it, and I kind of got like sucked into the Jerry loop a little bit because of physics. And then we ended up watching the Jerry Springer documentary, and holy cheese balls.
Yeah. Yep, it's certainly a little different when you get to see behind the scenes. But yes, that was a piece of Americana during, I think, like what, early 2000s, you would say, midnight? I think it was early 2000s. But yes, I would have. It's something I shouldn't know, but I do. It was on during a time, but it is what it is. Uh, Cross says Hank Hill using a mini WD-40 to open a regular case. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that episode. That was hilarious. Oh man, 80s and 90s, I think. Well, I mean, he did kind of go to early 2000s, so he was an early. You know what? We have the internet here. Let's do a little light reading. Dun, 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 dun. Da, da, da.
Little tap dancing shoes.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. There we go. All right. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Gerald Norman Springer was a British and American broadcaster. Oh, so he was English. Didn't know that.
Yeah, you were different.
He was
No, he
best known.
sounded pretty American.
Yeah, he sounded pretty American. He did controversial tabloid talk show Jerry Springer from 1991 to 2018. So,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, so he was still going on. The mayor of Cincinnati, Jerry Springer. Well, he was the mayor of something. But yeah, for like that's let's see, 1991 to 2018. That's for 9 years. That's 2000. So that's about 27 years. Yeah, that has to be right. Wow, 27 years. Holy crap. It's a long time to be doing something.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, he did. I remember he passed away. I couldn't remember what it was, though. It says pancreatic
Cancer.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks. But so he was born February 13th, 1944, in London's underground Highgate Station. Okay, I did not know that. All right. I'm just saying he was born.
Oh, it was used as a shelter from German bombing during World War II. Huh. I never knew that.
Yeah, during the Blitzkrieg, as the kids would say. But yeah, so that's interesting. So he was English first. So I guess you can say, Tomby, hey, I know I know a guy named Jerry. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's incredible. But he even got the Kennedy. No, that's Kennedy, the president. Okay, so there's the Jerry Springer 2018 Jerry Springer podcast. And July 20th.
Podcast?
Yeah, he did a podcast.
Oh.
The podcast ended in 2022. So if you do want to know about the Jerry Springer podcast, it is out there, it seems. And then Jerry Springer aired its final episode in syndication after 27 seasons before it began airing reruns on the CW. How about that? CW, goodness sake. Oh, Price is Right. Nice. But yeah,
I was a huge Price is Right. Only Bob Barker, though. It went to shit after he passed away. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Yes, it did.
No.
That's the end.
Hey.
The end.
He was in Britain. Yeah, he's English. He's basically English. But no, I mean, I kind of get it. But I mean, for the most part, I didn't really see anyone taking over Bob Barker when he retired.
Drew Carey did, though.
Yeah, Drew Carey did. Yeah, Drew Carey took over, and that's been the main person since that point.
I haven't watched it since then.
You are just mean and torturous. What is your problem with Drew Carey?
Then again, well, I pretty much because I was a home health nurse, and I also worked with hospice patients, and a lot of the elder ladies loved their Price is Right, and it was a lot of the really older ones and everything with Bob Barker, and I fell in love with him.
Yeah, I remember the days where, and it's right, NC put up Plinko is Lady M's favorite game. I would say that would be a pretty good game, to be honest, because that's a game of chance. Well, I guess they're all of a game of chance, but when you could put a puck down a slot and it just goes down, you're hoping for the $5,000, and then it's just
that one would just piss me off. I would I would give it the heave a ho with the wheel, or I'd be guessing the price of the home products.
Yeah. Then there was the don't forget there was the mountain one, the guy who goes up the mountain.
Oh yeah.
Can't remember what that was called, but yeah, the wheel was always an interesting one because that was the last one before you had the final showcase, which was always a bit of a mystery in itself. But I think I'm a flip flop man myself. Well, there you go. It's a flip flop man. But I think that what people don't understand, yodeling. There we go, yodeling. Thank you.
Okay,
Boom,
yep.
boom. Yodeling. I think that what people don't tend to forget though is that you kind of did have to pay taxes on that stuff. Like, sure, you may have gone in, you may have won a prize, but you still had to pay taxes on it. So there was
Yeah.
that, which is the fun part about that, right? Because people are like, I got a car, and then they see the checks, like, I have to pay for a car. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh no.
That's like when everybody's like, "Oh, if genies were real, what would you wish for?" "Oh, I'd wish for $1 million." Yeah, after taxes, that'd be $500,000.
Well, I could probably wouldn't be beating that, but usually your good guess with the half of it taken away.
Mhm.
But so like with the lottery, right? Like you can get. I think the two options are you can get the whole lump sum, or you can get it over a period of time. But again, the problem of it is like it's all the tax stuff. Like, ugh. I don't.
Mhm.
We're
I
gonna
don't.
get it. Mikey's on.
Oh goodness. Cross says
Yeah,
the
lady
Adams.
doesn't gamble.
Yeah, he's cool.
Well, then luck not be a lady tonight. All right. The Adam Sandler fight with Bob was a classic. The Price is Wrong. Yeah. The price is wrong, Barker. Oh goodness. But yeah, I haven't watched it in forever. I've seen Wishmaster. I'm not messing with no genie. Well, you've also seen the genie. I mean, you ever seen Aladdin? So I mean,
Yeah.
you
Or
can.
one of my favorite movies that involves a genie is Shazam. With
Oh,
he comes out
nice.
of the boombox.
That's right. With Shaquille O'Neal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. See now, this is where I would make a recommendation. There's a good. they're on
Oh boy.
they're on both. Hold on. They're on both Twitch and YouTube, but they're a group called Djibouti Dubs, and they did a give me a second. They did a sort of dub reaction of that movie. I'm gonna I'm gonna see if I can't find it. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. It's a high. They did a highlight reel. Nope, not that. No, there was a highlight reel. Where is it at? Oh,
Is
that's
that
right.
I Dream a Genie Boom Boom? Yep, I Dream a Genie. I'll doom scroll Facebook, and 90% of it is I Dream a Genie and I Love Lucy reels, and I'll sit there telling myself I'm gonna sit here for 5 minutes, and then an hour later, and there I am sucked into I Dream a Genie and I Love Lucy clips.
Oh goodness. What? I'm trying to find it because I'm guessing it might have been taken off, but at least I can have someone close enough. Well, no. If they can have it, it's Kazam. I had it wrong. Oh man. See, I'll just show you what I'm looking at. There we go. So this is Djibouti Dubs.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Djibouti Dubs. They did one of Willy Wonka and so forth and so on. I'm trying to find. Yeah, they did one of Jingle All the Way, which is always a funny one.
I've never watched that movie.
You've never watched Midnight. You need to get her to watch Jingle All the Way. Come on.
Oh, I absolutely will. We can do that.
This is a travesty to humanity, Midnight. Come on.
I just finally recently watched all the Kill Bill movies.
Oh, very good, Bill.
Oh my god. There's Gremlins. Why can't I find it? Where? Oh, goodness sake. Not commentary. I want the. Ugh. This is the worst part when you're trying to find something you can't find it. Ugh.
Yep,
But-
and then when you're not looking for it, that's when it'll show up.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just gonna use theirs because they did the over it. Let's see. Yeah, there's a commentary track, but you're not gonna see anything, and I'd rather see something. Let's see if I can't. I don't want them interrupting. So these guys are watching the Kazam commentary highlights from Djibouti Dubs, and let's see.
Let's get back to it.
Trying to see.
Mateo?
Yeah.
Doing a movie shoot.
If you hear that guy, that's actually one of the crew from Djibouti Dubs, and they're doing their own commentary over Kazam.
No, not right now.
We were gonna do a movie shoot today, but the guy dressed as a genie couldn't make it. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Not right now. I'm too busy divorcing my wife. Dang.
Go and throw a divorce. Fucking bitch.
All right.
I like listening to these guys do their thing, but yeah, I wish I could find it. But no, Djibouti Dubs is good for that and a bunch of
If you
other
do
stuff.
find it, make sure you send it to me.
Oh, you know what? Here, instead of that, I'll do one of the infomercial. What they have. They did dubs of an infomercial, like the ones like what is it? It's the see it on TV commercials. I think that's what they called it. Yeah.
Yeah,
See it on-
as seen on TV or something.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, that's right. Seen on TV. I couldn't think of what to call it. Let's see. Commercials. Let's see. I'm trying to find because there was. Nope, not those. I gotta do the right one. Here we go. Here we go. This is a short one, but this is them doing the red pan. Red copper pan right here. This is one of theirs.
Shit! You want to know the secret how to get that shit off? Use your fingernails. There you are, motherfucker. Hey, it's your girl Kathy, and I got some brand new shit. You better peep this. My shit don't stick. What are you making, eggs or you cooking for? Most people can't stand this sound, but I can listen to it forever. Watch me now. Hey, yeah. You even lift, bro. Speedball! Woo! Look out, Spider-Man. I got that symbiote. Yeah, I bet you want some of that sticky monkey red. Monkey-looking motherfucker. Me? Well, you know I like to keep my monkey hot. Don't burn yourself now, because that shit's fire. Then I slide into the plate like it's my original recipe. Thank Chicky Nuggy. And with the power of red copper. And you want to see some real shit? This is how I pick up a sandwich. Try that shit at home.
Oh, it's making me hungry.
Whipping his eggs. Then I drop a mac and cheese bomb on him. And the kids love it. That turned out all right. All right, let's send these boys home to mama. Just look at all that sweet sugar caramelized all over these nuts. And it's so easy. Rip remix. Flip it round and round. Flip it all upside down. Biscuits, you just got served.
Oh my god.
It's been real, Copper Pan. And you can buy yours today for $19.99. God damn. That's a good deal. Pay an extra $10 and I'll throw in my recipe book for free. It's built to last.
Hey, that's my fucking pan.
Give me your money, you cheap prick. Fuck it, I'll even throw in the forever sharp
But wait, there's more.
Great with this rock. Some tomato.
They do, and they've done ones with Guy Fieri.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I have to say though, those pans are amazing. I have
yeah.
a circle one and I have a square one. And every morning I make Jim a pepperoni and cheese omelet. And nothing sticks to that damn pan. And you just barely just like wash it out and rinse it and poof, it's back to just perfect. So do recommend those pans.
She knew how to sell it, but yeah, that was them doing the overdub on it is hilarious because oh my gosh. But yeah, there's them like that. I just find and all that stuff. So I always like getting to show those off a bit. But yeah, pepperoni and cheese. There you go. Stuff Central bringing it in. Win with the pepperoni and cheese. I wouldn't do pepperoni though. I would do like maybe cheese and egg. Maybe
See, I do Rowie, our 5-year-old. He prefers ham and egg, no cheese, because he has a cheese vendetta at the moment. And then Alaric, he likes his ham and cheese. And then Jim likes his pepperoni and cheese, salt, pepper, and then the slap your mama Cajun or whatever.
Slap your mama Cajun.
Yeah.
When we play active matter together,
that's too good for that one. Slap your mama. There. I just wait for somebody to say it says slap mama, so I was like I had to follow suit. But
this mama's still not Cajun, still very white.
Well, they're Cajun's white down there. If anyone's ever been down in New Orleans, well, yeah.
I am spicy though, so
I mean, we can just ask your partner in crime how the attestament to that. I'm pretty sure we'll get a resounding yes. But
Listen,
no.
what I didn't get in height made up for in spice. So
Hey, spice and stature. Spice and stature.
Stature for sure.
I'm a snack. I'm snack size.
Absolutely a snack. Provable.
I feel like he could just you could just be behind you or just like, oh yeah, she's the one. Yeah. he just you're playing a game. He's like, no, that's not no, it's to the left. No. Do you not know how to play this game? I feel like that's gonna be that's just gonna be the motif for tonight. I'll take it anyway. I'll take whatever I can get. So good it'll make you slap your mama. That's right. Come on down to Uncle Jim's. You're about to get some slap your mama spice because your mama is spicy. All right.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. But I mean, you've been doing gaming and stuff. I mean, have you explored other venues of wanting to do something or just stick with gaming?
I mean, there's not really much out. I mean, before that, I'm a professional trap shooter. So, like in the summers, I shoot trap. I grew up on a dairy farm, so like I'm a big hunter.
Oh, nice.
But I just told him I was a professional shooter. Clean your ears. He just also wants to rub in that for the first time since we've been together, he beat me last year.
Aw. See, when you have to do it while she's live, though, Midnight, that's not much of a win. That's more of like just rubbing salt in the wound at that point.
Oh, no. That's fine because next year, Mama's going to whoop his ass.
There you go.
All winter with, my pew-pew games.
Okay. Lady's shooting channel would blow up. It would literally blow up because she probably accidentally hit the camera.
As long as it wasn't orange, because the Claybirds are orange, so you're safe.
Oh,
so
man.
sometimes Jim likes to wear his orange hoodie, and sometimes I'm just sitting there going, You just kind of want to yell pull.
Oh, look, there's a walking target there. Hold on. It's an orange one. Hold on. Let me get out my trank gun first.
I've taken over Midnight's morning coffee a time or two, and when he runs to the gas station, and Chat and I will sit there and contemplate his murder. And I've got people who will play at his funeral, people who will help pay for his funeral, people who will supply the pigs, and then everybody will adopt me and the boys and take care of us. So problem solved.
Oh, it's called the game life. Oh my goodness. But
no gyms were hurt in the making of these conversations.
No, exactly. I don't want to go to a gym and find that place destroyed. All right. But I mean, that's pretty interesting because obviously on first appearance, you don't look like someone who has, worked on a farm or whatever. So to hear that you worked on a farm, like, was that as a kid or was that like,
growing up, yeah, my family owns a dairy farm. We've got about 500 acres, about 200 dairy cows, and especially like in my teens and young adulthood, we'd send them out to the pasture and we'd have a bell around the cows who, are due to freshen, which means have their baby.
All right.
And if they don't come back, well, you have to go and find them. And sometimes you can't always get the quad or the tractor back to where they're at. And if the baby is fresh enough, they're not going to want to walk and the mom will refuse to leave the baby. So you would literally lift up the calf, throw it over your shoulders, and walk it all the way to the barn. So I used to lift calves and walk them home.
Wow. That's pretty. I mean, heavy as that is, that's pretty amazing though. And Cross's farm girl and shooter, rare, but they're out there. Yes, it's true. That is true.
I got one. One.
Woo! He's like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. He got his golden ticket.
I've I've been hyping her up all night. She doesn't even know it.
And then she looks and says, "Okay, honey, I get it. I love you too. Just here's your chocolate bar. Just take your chocolate bar."
Cross, you shut your mouth. I am not. Don't make me. Oh, I can't put you in timeout. Listen, mister. You just go over to Midnight's and I'll put you in timeout.
Now he's like, "No, she is meaner than Midnight." Well, Midnight was never. I've never seen Midnight mean though. I mean, when he was on, he wasn't mean. He was more of like talking about Art Bell.
Mean.
Well, I know, obviously.
I'm an angel.
Yeah, well, okay, that's going a little too far. All right, when someone says they call themselves an angel, usually you tell that to your kid or someone who's a saint.
Oh no, my kids know better.
Oh yeah, okay.
Don't fuck with mama.
Yeah, the mama bear is out and she's ready to pounce. But yeah, I'm just
I'm
like
only mean to Ross because he finds it funny to say, "Oh hey, look, a Rocketeer," and then go bang.
There you go. Oh man, I just don't agree when people. So was Lucifer. Hey, calm it down. All right, calm it down there, Cross. You have a name that's a cross, and you're starting to throw Lucifer's name out there. I think that's a little redundant. But oh man, there was something else. No, actually, it was funny enough. A while back, I was actually watching these people who come out to farms and they actually hoof, or they take care of cows' hooves, horses and cows' hooves, but there was mostly cows' hooves. And it's mostly just to clean them up and make sure they look good and make sure they're not like sick or whatever, because something can happen and all that stuff. It was real interesting because they were at a certain point, like they would find something that like not like a puncture, but like maybe they got a rock stuck in the horn or some kind of what is it? It's not a disease. I guess there are diseases, but I just can't remember what they call them. And then there would be like, if they needed to have the cow off one hoof, they would actually put like a thing on one hoof to keep weight on that more than the other. It was pretty interesting to see, to be honest, because you as a regular individual, you don't think about like the farm and stuff because you're mostly just like, there's a supermarket, there's the food, right?
There's actually a lot that goes into it because it's a lot because like farmers don't get days off, like on our farm, like my dad and my grandfather and them, they take a turn, like they get 2 Saturdays off a month and they rotate who gets off that Saturday or Sunday. So it's like once every like 2 weeks that you'll have a day off. But you get up and you gotta, if it's nice out, you go and let the cows in at like 6:30. You do the milking and everything, and then you'll either let them out again, and then once a week on Sundays, they'll go back around like 10-11, and then we do the barn cleaning, which is like you go and you spread the manure on the fields that need it to prep it for like your corn and your hay and everything. And then you have the few and then you'll have like a few hours in between, and if you're not fixing fence or doing whatever, fixing the machines, and then you're back at like 6 at night to like repeat the process. And then like during the summer you have barn chores, but on top of that you also have the hay, and baling hay is no joke. You want to lose a lot of weight and you want to bulk up a lot of muscles, or potentially like get a trip to the chiropractor, because the one summer I was in charge of picking up the hay bales from the tractor and putting them on the belt. The belt would go up and it would drop in the loft, and then my dad and my grandpa were in the loft. They'd pick up the ones that fall off and then start stacking them. Well, if it doesn't quite catch, it's going to fall off early. I told my dad, watch out. And instead of, usually you're supposed to like move out of the way. My dad looked up and the hay bale dropped and smashed him right in the head. He had to go to the chiropractor a few times and I almost killed him. He's fine now, And you also have to watch out too, because if the cows are spicy, they'll kick. And my dad actually a year or two ago got kicked in the face by a cow. He broke his orbital bone, and half my dad's face is already metal because when I was a baby, his car went off of a cliff and they had to reconstruct his face from a picture of him. So like it already, like if the cow had kicked him like any higher, like it would have been lights out. So not only like is it a lot of work, but like it can also be potentially dangerous. But it's really rewarding, you know? And honestly, in my opinion, cows are like giant dogs. I had one cow, her name was Lucy. She liked ear scratches, and I would sit in where, you know, like we put her hay and everything, and she would lay her head in my lap. And we're talking, you know, like she takes up my whole lap because she, you know, wanted scratches. And they're just and maybe it's because like I grew up in the lifestyle, you know, but like it's just I've always enjoyed, you know, like the country and everything. Because when I had first met Jim and I had moved in with him, it was like, you know, in the city. And I'm laying awake at night going, what is that sound? And he's like, oh, well, you know, it's the train down the road. He goes, it's fine. He goes, you'll get used to it. And I'm just like, no, like, give me back my crickets and my gunfire. I'm like, what is this?
Right. Yeah, my dad would tell us, you know, tell us about him and his brothers going out and working at a farm and lifting hay too. So they've done that sort of thing. I don't think they took care of animals, whatever. They just kind of helped like a farm, sort of an extra farmhand, like baling hay and stuff of that nature. My grandfather would be part of that era though, like in the 1940s, where they would be taking care of the barn and all that stuff. So both him and my grandma were from that time period that they would be doing that. But no, it is a fascinating thing because I mean, obviously, I know there are some places that allow, you know, tours and stuff. I'm not sure if they're more. What would that term be? There, I'm not sure if they're more like touristy or if they're just like that and open to like people coming and see the animals and whatnot. Because I mean, there is a certain aspect where you know, you have petting zoos, that I know, and then you have then you just have sort of like this once in a while sort of thing, like fall, like during fall that some places will do apples and sell stuff, and you
like
can go
the orchards and
yeah, or you have places that like during October, you know, a tractor ride and going through a corn maze. Well, not exactly corn maze, but more like the husk of it. But no, it's pretty interesting, and like you said, I have seen some of those videos where you see these people like the kids and stuff, you know, they treat the cow like a big dog or something like that. Pretty awesome. And Monty says, I enjoy going out at night and hearing crickets, frogs, not trains and traffic. Hey, there were trains out in the country too. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with the trains? Who's throwing trains under the bus? That just
my 5-year-old is obsessed with his choo-choo trains. Absolutely obsessed with trains.
Does he know about Thomas and the Tank Engine?
Yeah, a little bit. He doesn't really watch it as much. There was one other. Oh, he loved Dinosaur Train because he also loves dinosaurs, and I can get down with Dinosaur Train.
I think I know what you're talking about, though. I think that's like because I have a cousin who
it's the pterodactyls that adopted the T-Rex because you know what is this egg doing in a pterodactyl nest or something? And they named them Tiny, Shiny, Dawn, and Buddy.
Yeah, I think that's a PBS thing because
yes.
My cousin watches that too, or I think it's on the PBS channel, but
it is PBS. I'm pretty sure.
Dino Train was the best. Smay said it herself. Dino Train was the best. Boo loved it too. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. At the moment, he's obsessed with octonauts, and when he grows up, he wants to be an octonaut. I don't have the heart to tell him it's technically a marine biologist, but I'm like, if you want to be an octonaut, you can be an octonaut. He goes in between. He's going to be an octonaut, an astronaut, or a doctor. Like, those are his.
How about a doctonaut? Oh, there we go, a doctonaut. Doctonaut. That's right. It just sounds so good. Whenever when anyone says, "Oh, you can be an octonaut," no, I want to be a doctonaut. Right there. Hey! You've been over here twice, Joe. Calm yourself, okay? Calm
Hey,
yourself.
Joe.
Joe trying to get in trouble. Trying to make trouble over here. Sly like a fox. I'm sly, all right. I just smile better. But no, uh, I used to like trains. I used to have, when I was younger, I used to have like my parents. I don't know if my parents or grandparents, but they gave me like, train tracks and a train thing, and you'd like control this little metal box that you'd plug into the wall. And the weird thing about it was is that you'd have to plug like these little end points into like the containment of which the track was connected to, like the control box arena.
Okay.
And so it's like like the Santa Fe train. It was like Santa Fe trains. It'd be like all these different type of train sort of thing. I fell in love both times. You're married, young man. Why don't hold it off? All right, just hold off. Cool it down. Someone get this man some cold water.
He has a wife. He doesn't have a husband. I mean, you can fill the spot.
I am.
That's like I have a husband, and I am now collecting wives. May's my wife. Avacar's my wife. Door Girl's my wife. I think I'm up to like 18 wives. I'm collecting all the wives of Rumble. They're all mine now. They're mine.
King Solomon had around 300, so I'm pretty sure Midnight's like, look, we need to hurry this pace up, okay? We need to get to that top point. You're a little slow, okay?
I'm trying. But, you got to be smooth. You got to, you can't just jump in their DMs and be like, yo, you my wife. No, you got to,
Yo, girl, I'm here in your DMs. Come be part of the harem. It's like, this is lady named Lady Midnight. She tried to come in my DMs instead of part of her harem. What is this? I didn't know this was an anime thing. What's going on here? Oh goodness, I'm one of the top 5. Ooh, wow. This is I'm gonna see some track later where someone's competing, and it's like, no, I'm the top one. No, I'm the top one.
And eventually, the plan is how Joe Donuts made, like the streamer cards. We're gonna have Lady Midnight's wife cards. We're gonna have the wife collection.
Oh, and Midnight's gonna be like,
collect them all.
And Midnight's gonna be like, man, my expenses have gotten a lot. And they aren't Mormon, but she is stacking wives. Ayo.
See, we don't want more men. We want more women.
I'm not gonna deny that.
I'll never be Mormon. I don't want more men.
No more men.
No more men.
Goodness sake. Holy crap. But I'm just gonna see what some of the attention news. It'll be like in the newspapers, like news. Lady Midnight builds herself a female harem. Some say she's gone to the other side. Swimming in women. There you go. Swimming in women. Oh my goodness.
Good thing I know how to swim. Bring it on.
Yes. Funny. I mean, not funny. No, not funny. But I mean, is it a tragedy where is that thing where not a lot of adults know how to swim, and I can attest that because I have a mom who would teach swimming lessons and all this stuff, kids and whatnot. But there would be classes they would have for adults, and this is sort of thing that's, I don't know if it gets talked about a lot, but like people need to know how to swim. Hey, last minute Jeff, how are you doing? A little late though, because you would be surprised of how many people in their adult age don't know how to swim. And so when you're an adult, you there are classes for you, but there are a lot of adults who are very
at that point they're embarrassed.
Yeah, embarrassed. But the thing of it is like when they have kids and they want to go to the beach and they that fear's been with them most of life.
And then what if your child knows how to swim and your child starts drowning? Like you can't even save your own, because over the summer my aunt owns a campground about 20 minutes from us, and we were at my little cousin's birthday party, and there was a fire call, and my cousin Steven, he's on the fire department, and they had all left, and they came back, and because I guess it was a couple people had fallen into the lake or whatever. And at that point, it didn't even become a rescue mission. It became a recover, the bodies, because they didn't know how to swim. I guess the little boy had fallen in, and the dad jumped in to save him, but the dad didn't know how to swim either. So they had both drowned because, he had tried to save his child, but he couldn't swim either. And that's why I'm so thankful. Like, we have a very small school, but we have a pool. Like, our school is just one entire school connected.
Right.
And we have a pool because we don't have a football team. We used to have a football team, but a long time ago, the coach's son had broken his neck, so they did away and passed away. So they did away with the football team, and so like they had implemented a, like they built a pool, and Alaric had kind of got introduced to the pool last year in kindergarten, but in first grade and second grade, all the kids, they actually are taught how to swim.
That's good.
And like they'll have like the older grades come in and help, because obviously, you've got 1 to 2 gym teachers and like anywhere from 15 to 19 kids. You can't, help all of them. So they'll actually have the older kids come down so they can work on a one-on-one. So by the time they're in like 3rd grade, they're, fluent swimmers.
Yeah.
And it's been a big help, because especially like Alaric used to be afraid of, trying to like get in the water, because he's like, well, I can't touch, and us living right next to the creek really helps, because like you can walk into it and it'll go up to like 3-4 feet depending on how much rain we've had. And he would go in with his floaties, and this past summer he got to the point where, like he's starting to want to take his floaties off, and him being able to, like get introduced to the pool and the safety has like really given him that confidence. And I think that everybody should know, because I mean, maybe you don't plan on going to the beach or anything like that, but God forbid, like like something happens and you find yourself in a body of water. If you don't know how, or if like your child falls in, then you're no good for them. So like, that's when you need to like put the embarrassment aside, and you need to just kind of buck up and do it, because it could save your life or somebody else's, And nowadays you just see people filming the shit and being like, oh, well, they're standing right there and they're going to film it, and they're just watching them die. Like, it's just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. And that's a whole nother, barrier to it. And Smay says Boo has been in water as soon as it got warm enough to swim right after she was born. All Bearded's family is introduced to the water ASAP. Yeah, that's a good idea, because doing well, Kaiju, how are you? But like just to give an example of why it's good to know how to swim, and a part of this is it's more of like what you should know in case this happens. But so you can go to, so there are obviously families and stuff, they go to the beach, whatever, but some people don't know that sometimes there's something called a rip tide, right? And so for a rip tide, you really have to be careful with that, because that is about what they tell you to do is they tell you to swim straight out and then swim parallel to the beach, because a rip tide is just very chaotic current of water that can drag you under and drown you. And there was a family friend who's we had a family friend who's, it was the mom's father of the family friend we have friends, and he was an older gentleman though, so he had got caught in a rip tide, and that had unfortunately pulled him under and drowned him. But like going back before, like some people don't even know how to swim, and so even then you would, you get into that kind of trouble, and you want to be careful of that. But yeah, exactly, Smay's got it right. It rips your feet out from under you. Yeah, and that's sort of the thing, like, again, learning how to
That's why I only go up to my ankles in the ocean. I can swim, but I am not a strong swimmer, and I am one who will panic. So my ass stays on the beach and looks for seashells.
What? No adult floaties?
Sharks. You know what? I probably would wear floaties. I'll just get ones with, the little like shark fins and just
yeah. And people will be like, hey, who's whose wife or person is this? It got a lot of floaties on them.
Hey, if it keeps me alive, it keeps me alive. Yeah,
there you go.
You would think that I would float. Everybody's like, "Oh, you have big boobs. You can float." No, I'm sandbag like you. I do not float.
Whoa! Hey! Whoa! Hold on.
They're pretty heavy.
Why is it the first thing you throw out there?
I'm sorry. Smay said it. Smay said I float well, and I immediately think of the flotation devices. I'm sorry, Smay. I love you.
I'm just surprised. It's like the first thing flew out there. Usually women would say, usually women would say, it's all, I can float because, this, that, or whatever. And then you're like, look, I got buoyancy with these two.
No, I have sandbags. I could, I could sing Free Willy.
Someone's getting Free Willy. But anyway, it's what people usually say. No, that's not what usually people say. Come on.
I'm a boob woman. I can't help it. I like all the boobs. Boobs are beautiful.
Oh goodness, that's why she's collecting wives.
Yep.
I'm just.
I collect them for their personalities. What are you talking about?
You would say that as you're looking at their chest, like, hey, my eyes up here. Sure, yeah.
You're like, well, eyes come in a set of pairs. I'm just looking at, your beautiful pair of eyes. Hello.
Okay, that one was a little smooth. All right, I'll give you that one. I'll give that, what we see, a 6.5 out of 10. I think that's a good 6.5 right there.
Yes, it is, lady.
When you have, hey, they're called man boobs for a reason. All right, calm yourself. All right, calm yourself.
They're not the same.
And I can have an opinion whatever I want. So you better watch it, Missy. You better watch it. Yeah, it seems about right. Yeah. New Gen TV. Hey, what's going on, Shield?
My name's Lady, and I like boobs.
Tell your boobs to stop staring at my eyes. Hey, you know what? They have a problem with that sometimes. I'm sorry. They just get in everybody's face. That should be on the shirt. That the eyes, the boobs, the more beautiful eyes.
I'm sorry, but technically, I'm not looking at your boobs. I'm looking at your heart, and your heart is literally underneath your left boob. So I'm just trying to see how big your heart is.
You know what? I'm thinking Midnight just married you because you're more of a bro than anyone thinks. All right, I'm just thinking that's the case right there.
I'm one of the guys. Yeah, I'm pervier than the guys, but maybe it's because I have my own boobs that I get away with it. But half the time, the shit that comes out of my mouth, I don't even realize. Everybody's like, "Do you realize what you just said?" And I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
I'm starting to catch on. But sarcasm and jokes, maybe it's because I'm so short, it just goes right over my head.
But there's physics.
I was just talking about you. We were talking about Jerry Springer.
She was saying, you know what, that physics guy, man, he has some issues.
I did not. I said I love physics.
And then she says physics is all wrong because, you know what?
I did not. Physics knows I love him.
I meant physics as in never mind. I can't do it because physics. Yeah, never mind. I can't deal with that word. It's too hard. There you go. He's calling himself out. My goodness, but that's too funny. I met her in person and she was super cool and chill, funny, very funny person. Yes, she is a funny person. All right, I'll give her that. I don't know about her stand-up routine, but I'm feeling like she could sort of hit it, sort of bomb, right? If we were to put you on stage and you were to give
I have stage fright. Absolutely not. I would sit there. It's so funny. My stage fright is so bad that we had and it's always been like that. In 6th grade, we had to do a Veterans Day essay contest. And I won first place, which meant that I had to read my essay out loud in front of the entire school and all the veterans that they brought in. And next to the microphone was the cute little, table they had set up with like the flag and like the little poppy and the vase and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended up having to move the table away from me because I was so nervous and I was trembling so bad that I was knocking all the shit off the table. So no, lady does not do good in front of big crowds. No, absolutely not.
Well, that and you're kind of short too, so that may be understandable as well.
It's a schleppy.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Doc, actually.
Oh. Hey, Neuro.
You got more viewers in your episode of DaraChat than I got. Hey, look, the people love. Well, to be honest, that's just like one.
Physics. You just need to.
You need to get a woman who has a. You just need to. Well, that too. But you just need to get a woman with a very loud mouth, and you'll get there. No, it's one of those things where if you were to look at my total, it's not all the time. But I mean, when live, like after live is a different story. But when live, it's a different story as well. So there is that. But one day we'll see. Everyone loves Brit. Yes, I do love Brit water. Thank you. I appreciate that, Physics. Thank you so much. You should all be drinking your water like you should all be. Otherwise,
that is a rough subject in this house.
What, drinking water?
Lady has a problem with water.
She does have a problem.
To the point where, because I refuse. Listen. This is liquid. It's water.
No, that's not water.
You need to put water in the coffee maker to make coffee, so therefore it's water. It gets to the point where Jim, like every sub that was dropped, I had to chug a glass of water. Do you know how much water I had to drink that night? It was horrible.
All I hear are excuses. I don't hear someone say, I need to drink water for my benefit. Instead, I see someone drinking Dr. Pepper. Like
well, I don't always drink. I've gotten a lot better with my water intake, but Physics, you're such an ass. No, I'm 5'2".
Just stick with it, Physics. Just stick with it. You'll get there eventually.
I'm technically 5'1" and 3/4, but
I. No, you don't know.
Round up. So
no,
5'2".
This is not Harry Potter. You don't get to claim 3/4. No, it's either 5'1" or 5'2". Pick one. You don't get to do 3/4.
Well, with my sneakers, I'm 5'2". So
there we go. We'll stick with that. I'll stick with that. 3/4.
At least it's not that dreaded, other pairing.
What do you what do you mean? What, like 4'11"? Is that what you're talking about?
No, 3'4".
Oh, this.
No, do not say it.
6 and 7.
Do not say it.
6, 7. Is it like the whole thing with 6, 7? Is that what she's talking about?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Shield, for that.
Ladies and gents, guys, if you haven't done so, make sure to hit that like, repost, and follow button.
There we go.
Against the Tom.
I gotta write his new James. Hey, hey, Physics. Oh, hey, there's a special guest behind you. Hello, how are you?
That's Alaric. That's my oldest.
Nice.
Yes, it is 2026.
Yes, it is 2026. But you can always pretend it's 2025 still if you close your eyes. Usually, some adults live like that. And
I know. Anytime, like how most people will be like, "Oh, do you remember last year? Or do you remember last week?" No, Alaric is always. Do you remember back in 2024 when? And I'm like, dude.
Oh goodness! And thank you for that, there, new gen. Say it. 6, 7. I said it. Now you're all good.
I mean, the youngest is sleeping, but I hear it. Is that Ross? I bet it was Ross because he knows. Oh, usually it's Ross. Ross is obsessed with my ding-a-ling. No, phrasing.
Whoa! What kind of teaching are you over there? What is going on?
He's obsessed with the blurb. Lady doesn't have a ding-a-ling. It was Ross. Damn it, Ross! You see what you got me saying? Bad, Ross. Bad.
And it'll be like a National Geographic. And then it was that we learned that she that she has
No.
a ding.
No.
No wonder she wants the woman so hard. But anyway.
My name's Lady and I don't have a dingling.
No, make a shirt out of it right there. My name is Lady. Get on it, Midnight. You're a marketer. Come on, you sure they had that written down right now.
You need a shirt that says my name's Lady and I don't have a dingling.
People would be like, what kind of nonsense is going on over there?
And they would buy it instantly.
Oh my goodness.
So fired.
We can physics says we can fix that. No. Leave that one alone, physics. Leave that one alone. But anyway, it is the top of the hour. So for those who don't know what the top of the hour means, it means that I set aside some time for me and my guests to promote our stuff. Now, obviously, I've had people on who aren't content creators, so usually just they say a few words or whatever. But because the lady here is she's like an assistant content creator because, of her husband.
I'm almost there.
You're in almost there. That should be your new title, the almost there content creator, right there. It's in quotations though, almost there quotations, then content creator.
Technically, I am because right now, I've taken over Midnight's stream. But once we get the GPU, then it'll be just me. But I technically own Midnight in the Mountains, so
is that why his show's gotten better then?
Yep.
Yeah.
No joke.
Come on. Come on. Who doesn't want his beautiful face in their life every day? Just kidding.
I mean,
shut your mouth.
Listen, I'm just going to say that's a very dangerous statement to make, so you got to be careful with what you say, otherwise people will take that to the nth degree, and we all know how the internet works. All right, just being aware. But anyway, what happens is I set aside the time for me and my guests to promote stuff, so I did find well, actually, you don't have any, other than your Twitter X, you don't have a channel per se, but I did find your stuff and I put your husband's in there. But if you want to promote your stuff, oh lady, the floor is yours.
What was that?
If you want to promote your stuff. Promote your stuff. If you want to promote your stuff, the floor is yours.
Oh, well, thank you. This is the part where Lady gets awkward and gets stuck in a rut.
Just talk about your stuff, what you do with Midnight, and the easy stuff. That's pretty easy right there, I would think.
Okay. So I am not streaming at the moment from my channel. I am working on my following so that way I can, once I'm ready to rock and roll, everybody, can find me. But at the moment, you can find me on my husband's channel, which is Midnight in the Mountains. He does his morning coffee. You'll find me in the chat for that one, or delivering him his omelet. But the news isn't really my forte. I just kind of just say hello to everybody. But at nighttime is where Lady takes over. We have a split stream going on. He'll usually be playing Active Matter or whatever he's playing, and you'll find me either. Okay, there's only 3 options you're going to find me playing 9 out of 10 times, which is Fortnite every now and again, but I've kind of branched off from that. But mostly it is Arc Raiders and Maneater. I'm actually looking into getting the Spyro trilogy on Steam because I miss it. It. And I kind of want, that's what started my journey into gaming is I became obsessed with Spyro. And, and from there, I branched on a bit, and I'm starting to dabble in other games, but I'm, especially with my OCD, I like to start something and then finish it.
Right.
And when I do start my channel, it's pretty much going to be tea time with Lady because, Lady. And what I mean by tea time is, we are going to sit there, we're going to, gossip or talk about whatever, and then we're going to teabag all the assholes and the clankers that we murdered. I don't have a teabag to bag, but we'll be doing some clam slamming. But clam slamming with lady doesn't sound as catchy as tea time with lady. You know, ladies' tea time.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll always catch me either playing with Midnight or Tomby or Ross and them, and you know they've got the tea bags. I'm just bringing the firepower.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I was gonna say, you know what, and that proves the point of she does have a dingling. But anyway.
No, lady does not have a dingling. Lady has minions with dinglings, but lady has no dingling.
Listen, I would have believed you if you had a shirt for that, but but
listen, I can have one by like. How fast can you make one? All right. Everyone's gonna go around going, "Lady's got a dingling. Lady's got a dingling."
I don't have to do it though. Just have to watch this episode. Like, I really couldn't tell because she kept talking like she was gonna do teabagging, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't have one, and it's like, but you just said you teabag somebody.
Tea time sounds so much, like it rolls off your tongue better, and it's gonna draw people in. If you name it "Ladies Clam Slamming," people are gonna be like, "No."
That sounds like a WWF moment right there. Ladies Clam Slam. Whoa, the summer. Actually, you know what? You could have. Actually, I could see you if you did like something like with All Ladies Arc or Fortnite. You could do a team called the Clam Slammers. You could.
And I just recently learned this year what teabagging was, and that was because of. I think Tomby and Ross explained it to me because Wilkie, when they would do their things, you would always hear everybody bitching that Wilkie kept teabagging them, and I'm like, what is teabagging?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this? And then they explained it to me, and I was just like, that sounds like a lot of fun. I want to teabag, and I was like, well, I can't teabag because I don't have balls. I'm like. Could it be clam slamming? And so, it just kind of.
Well, to be a mom, you kind of do have to have a pair of balls. So there's there. So, but anyway. But anyway, but you'll find both the links for her on both the Rumble side and YouTube side because I stream to both arenas. So if you want to find out where else she's at, you can go there. Usually, looking at her Twitter X is the best place to start because that's when you'll find the lady of the mountain right there.
And my ex is a lot of pretty much like IRL stuff. Me and my mini mountains, like that's where. I'll post like what the boys are up to, and it's real nice because it seems like everyone that I've gotten close to with on Rumble has kind of like become family because they care about like how my kids are doing. They love watching them grow, and that means a lot to me, because like it doesn't just feel like, oh well, they're just, you know what I mean? Like it's just kind of like this online, like just, oh hi, how you doing? Blah, like it feels like a real community, like an actual family, and it means a lot.
Yeah, and that's understandable. But again, to find her, you can go to her links down below on both the Rumble side and YouTube side. So, because I only had her Twitter X, but Midnight's getting a free out of that one because it's his channel as well. So there you go.
We run it together.
There you go. We call that the Midnight Mountain Meisters because they're just so good together. I'm here for everyone. There you go. There's physics right there.
Love you, physics.
Well, I don't always like physics because then again, if I fall and then never mind. That's a bad physics joke. But anyway. But regardless, from my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side or YouTube side, doesn't matter which side you're on. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much. What?
Oh, I'm learning how to finally figure out all the electronic stuff. I'm more of like like a pen and paper type of person. Right. So all of this techno mumbo jumbo, I'm slowly learning because sometimes Jim's busy And like I'll kind of watch him do it, and then I'm like, I just need to figure it out. But everybody's like really helpful because I'm like, I can't hear you, and they're like, try this, 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 and this, and I'm like, oh hey, that works. So I'm slowly catching on.
There you go. See, we have the farm girl turning into a tech wizard. So
You still can't take the farm out of the girl, though.
That is true. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, and that's what we're learning today. But again, any help with the engagement factor, because not only is helping being seen more, like all creators want to be, it also helps in having other people on, like Late Midnight and Midnight, of course, and Tomby and so many other people. Again, over 300 various guests have been on. So grateful for all of that. But any help with the engagement factor on the other end is much appreciated. And of course, I gotta go. Hold on, give me 1 second. Of course, I've got to. This is oops. There you go. That's Lady Midnight's right there. Oh, I did that wrong. There we go. All right, there's my link right there. You can find my Twitter X in there. I have a link. I have my emails in there. I have a link to Discord, but it's just for DMing. I don't have a server. Don't ask. I've heard enough horror stories, and I only have so much mental bandwidth, so it's not going to happen. But if you want to find where else I'm at, my Rumble and YouTube links are in there too. So do not fret. It's all there in one go. A wise man once said, "Why make it hard for yourself when the tools make it so easy?" So that's what a link tree is for. But regardless, all my stuff is there, and much appreciated for that. And of course, there are a few things I promote before we head back into it. One of which is, if none of you have heard of this, this is a company that is a privacy-oriented company. Oh, thank you, Neurodivergent. I was about to do that. Is a privacy-oriented company that's called Proton, and so I am part of their partner program. Been part of it since I think it was like mid last year, because they came out with, I saw it in like Twitter X. There was a post they promoted and all stuff, and I went in for it. But I use it pretty much every day. But I promote the right now, this is sort of promoting their Proton Unlimited plan, which is sort of like the encompassing suite of it. So think of like Word, except not Word. They have Proton Mail, Proton Drive, Proton Pass, Proton VPN. It's a whole encompassing factor of privacy and whatnot. And if you want to have more detail, you can use that link right there. You can go there. It will say more detail and whatnot, because the reason why I promote it is not only because I use it, but because obviously, of course, we hear in the news of like businesses getting hacked and stuff like that, and passwords and stuff getting leaked. And so you want something that's more for the benefit of yourself in that regard. Yeah, I can make some money off it, but it's not about that. It's about the benefit of others, and that's why I promote it. So if you want to learn more, link is there. And if you decide to do more into it, you can get 30% off by going to that link right there. So there's that. And for the next one I do, I'm just hearing Midnight in the background. Like, what is he saying?
Oh, he's he's shutting his down.
Of course, Neuro has Proton, and he uses his himself. So there you go for that. And of course, the next thing I promote is, of course, Build. Well, you had it in there, but Biltong. Obviously, I did a while back. I got to have. Oh, hey, Midnight! Thank you for that. I'll just say it out loud because he can hear me. Thank you, Midnight.
Welcome.
Now I don't have to type it in chat. But anyway, so for what people don't know, biltong is a South African snack. It's like a meat snack, but it's more healthier for you. It's compared to, say, like store-bought beef jerky. This is a lot more healthy for you. So if you want to find out, there is a link right there. And funny enough, I did get to have on the gentleman from there, him and his wife run it along with their kids. So it's very much a mom pop store sort of thing, business. But I get to have Anton on. He actually is from South Africa. So if you ever want to try something a little different, it is a little different. I did try to take it to family to try it, and they didn't like it themselves. But I've been buying it. They, both him and his wife, they sent me some stuff to try, even though I didn't, really ask it in the sense of. And so when they sent it to me, I tried it. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And so whenever I do try to buy it, whenever I can, but I do try to promote it because one, it's made in America. Obviously, who doesn't want to buy made in America stuff? But it's also a more healthier option than what you get in a store. So if you guys want to know more, they do. Hey, Fairy. British snacks, cookies, all that stuff. They also do some snack items from South Africa, but biltong is their pretty much main point. But again, it's all great all around. And if you want to get a discount, or if you want to, save a little money, you can use the discount code Dara, and you can get 10% off the wholesale or the whole of the cart. I think wholesale is a pretty good word, but some people get lost in it, like annually. Like, what's annually mean? Oh, it's yearly. But anyway, yeah, they're great people, and I'm glad to support them. And I don't know what I get out of it, but I'm just glad I got to have them on, and I always look forward to getting to have on Anton or anyone else of the fact. And I've talked to a few people from South Africa, so there's that. But yeah, code Dara, save 10%, and the link for the website is there. So thank you all so much for that. And of course, hello, Fairy. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Kind of like beef jerky. Well, it's air dried beef, so it's basically just some spices on it, and then it's just air dried beef. Beef jerky is a little more rougher. This is not as rough. And they actually, funny enough, they actually have bison for biltong right there. So if you're ever interested in what bison tastes like, you have that option. Kind of between a rock and roll. My friends, Tommy makes all the service for my community events. Well, now we are get between a rock and a hard place. Goodness sake, do it! Come on. And everyone's gonna be like, that's not for closeouts or already okay, that is true. They're not for discounted items and closeouts. But thank you for that, Neuro. I forgot they do have a like discounted area or a closeout area, one of the two. But regardless, I do like promoting. But that's pretty much it for all those things. But it's because I don't I'm not one of those people that like not promote things just for you'll see with a lot of different other content creators who maybe they'll use it, maybe they won't, but usually they just do it for like the payment of people. What was it like back in the day? People like, oh, they're doing Raid Shadow Legends. Stuff like that. It's just not my cup of tea. But I try to give the benefit of all. New sentence invented. What's the new sentence invented? Angus. Yeah, that's right. Angus Peri Peri is the best. Well, I'm not one for spicy though, Neuro. It's a bit more spicy. Oh no, they're ghost pepper. Sorry, their ghost pepper is spicier, but peri peri is a little slightly spicy. Code Neuro tastes better. No, not in my chat, young man. Not in my chat. Oh my goodness. But I mean that's pretty awesome that obviously you started out with Fortnite and doing that, and now you're playing games with Midnight and all that and the rest of them. Have you ever, would you ever do like a girls only team because of what you of your collection?
I mean, possibly. It's hard though, because not a lot of you don't find a lot of females that like play. I've mostly run into more males than anything, but I mean, it could potentially be something.
Now, see, I find that interesting because I've come across a lot of different women who do well.
I should say like scheduling, because like with the mom, like I have where most people play late at night. I can't because like I have the small kids and we have a strict schedule. We're up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Right. We're usually in bed by like 8-9 o'clock. Right. Yeah, hold on, sweetheart, 1 minute.
Oh.
As I'm getting mom story
time. But no, I mean that's I can understand that. Obviously, it's always a scheduling thing because with family or if you don't have family, there's always that. Because because that's, I mean, within doing this, like I can, the thing I find with most other content creators is that they have a set schedule, and so they usually have to have people working around their schedule in order to come on their show. And so for
Mhm.
me, I am quite the opposite end. I don't have a strict schedule. I know what my schedule is, but you don't know mine. I don't know yours. So that's where that conversation happens. But then I'm able to work easily around your schedule because you can only be on a certain time, or you can only do this or that. And so I'm pretty flexible with that sort of time thing. But I know for some other content creators that's not an easy thing because they build it around a time and they can only do this time, and trying to get people to join is hard. And that's where I've heard that many times from other content creators how challenging it is to keep
Mhm.
people on their shows in the scheduling manner like you're talking about. So, oops, I gotta do it. Thank you, Neuro, for that. Always the gentleman. Never, not much of a scholar, but I'll tell you what, he's one of the good ones. Tell you that. There you go. Right there. Thank you, Neuro. And let's see. Oh, yeah, there you go. Fairy says, yeah, scheduling is hard, especially the different time zones too. Yeah, so here's how I figured it. So I'm in the Eastern time zone, right? And of course, I've had some people like from Alaska, from California, all this stuff. So when you're in Central, it's an hour behind Eastern. So that's an easy one. When it's in Mountain Time, it's 2 hours behind. That's from Eastern. When it's in Pacific Time, that's 3 hours. And then when it's in Alaska, which is a little farther off, like Alaska, Hawaii, it's 4 hours off. So yes, it is kind of difficult in that regard because you got this big long time distance. But for me, once I find out, like for the people from the UK, I've had people on from the UK. I've even had people on from Australia, right down under, right there. And that's like a 12 to 16 hour difference. So it's so I have to usually do those for a Friday. It's crazy. Let's see. Time zone physics says time zones. Uh, and I work during the day, so only available on evenings and weekends. PST evening is late evening for yes. So if you're 8 p.m. your time, Fairy, it's 11 p.m. mine. That's the Eastern side of it. Wait, what? Why is your background? Why can I see most of your background?
I think because the something's connected Jim something. So when he shuts it off, it yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing.
Okay, I just want to see some. There we go. There we go.
There's like
there you go. Right there. Right there.
Yep,
that's too funny.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. See, the magic man has cometh, and he's.
I got nothing. I was just like, oh, it's just magic. I got
there
nothing.
You go. Mid Iowa gamers, Central Mountain Time make it easier to follow schedule across time zones. Yeah, because there's only an hour or two behind. You get to Pacific Time, and it's really pushing it. And get to Alaska time, that's even pushing it further. Physics, I want Midnight and Lady to come to my events, but it's possible to make it work for everyone. Sadly, yes, because it's a wide berth of time.
Especially with us, because our schedules are pretty much, like around the boys, for now, like with them being so young.
Yeah. Now, what time zone are you guys on? You got an Eastern?
We're in Eastern, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
this like with it, they're 5 and 7. So, like especially on school nights and everything, it's, in bed by 8. So like right now it's a half hour past Alaric's bedtime and he's behind me yelling at me.
We'll get her there. We'll get her there. Okay. We'll get her there. Hold on. Thank you, Neuro, for that. I appreciate you, good sir. Is this the Matrix? No, you're just awake.
Hey, you never know what's gonna happen with the midnights. We're magic.
There you go. Well, what is it? It's not midnight. It's twilight. That's right. That the before becomes the dusk and all that stuff. There's that moment of twilight. It is hard.
Instead of the twilight zone, it's the midnight zone over here.
There you go. Mid Iowa Gamer says it's hard for me to follow the Austin UK creators. Yeah, because they're like UK's 5 hours, and I put like Australia at like 15 hours. So that's how you put it. A great way to do it though is there's a website called time.is. Give me a second so I can show people what it is. I gotta transform it to somewhere else. All right. So this is called time. This is called time.is, which you can go to many different areas, right? So this time.is is the website, and you go to many different areas and you can see the time zone or what time it is in that area. So if you want to see like North Carolina, right? Nope. North Carolina, United States, it is 8:35 almost 8:36 p.m. So it's a great website to use and it's free, so don't worry about paying for it. But it's a website you can use like if I want to find out what time it is in Australia, so I'll go up here, right? And I'll do like this. It is actually 12:36 in Australia. So there you go. So it's actually like a little past lunchtime. Those hooligans. But yeah, so if you ever need something, an easy tool, time.is is a pretty good tool to have. All right, let's see. Oh, and thank you, Fairy. Time zones. It's midnight somewhere, though. I see. See my. You know what? You should have said it's 5 p.m. somewhere because I've heard some people do that too. So there's that. Now we gotta write this down. Okay, give me 1 second. Now we remember we gotta. I'm just gonna shorten it to FMA. There we go. Which actually reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist right there. So we got our Full Metal Alchemist in the chat. Okay. All right. Well, since you're, we don't want to keep you any longer because your kids are probably pretty much they're getting out that hook, like at a show, like they did at the hook. We're gonna get on going on. But again, guys, links are down below for both our ends. Obviously, you can find Lady Midnight stuff is down there, and of course, my stuff is there as well. Let's see what else is next thing. Of course, don't forget any help with the engagement factor on either end, whether you're on the Rumble side or YouTube side, is much appreciated. Because not only does it help being seen more, but also helps having other people on, like Lady, like Kaiju, like Fairy, like Tomby, and so many other people. Again, over 300 various guests, creator or not, has come on, and I always appreciate getting to see people across the way. Doesn't matter if you're a creator or not, or as I like to put it, doesn't matter if you're an expert or a star. Just come as you are. That's all that matters. Oh yeah, Full Metal Alchemist was the first manga I introduced my kids. Nice. Brotherhood was the trying to get to the manga, but long story. But anyway, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, I do my what I call the pay it forward stream. It's number 85 or 86. Boy, oh man, hold on. I need to check something first. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Is it 85 or 86? I gotta check this because I don't want to get this wrong.
85 and 3/4.
80. No, it's not 85 and 3/4. No, we are not. No. You quit that right now. You quit that right now. 86. It will be the 86 pay it forward stream. So what for people who don't know what the pay it forward stream is? It's where I go around on the Rumble side. I stream to both places during it, but I go around on the Rumble side and I go see who's on during the time. I kind of stop by, giving a little love and donos on that end. I've been doing it since sometime last year. It's kind of based off of the first time Flawed TV and Chris Pavlovsky did their own Rumble raid. I don't call it a raid because I usually don't have enough people to raid specifically, but I call it a pay it forward stream because it's paying it forward, and basically I can do more on Rumble money wise than I can do at YouTube, because YouTube, if you're to do a super chat, you would have to pay for each, like you, for like $5 you get like a certain amount of characters. For $10 you get a certain amount of characters. So on Rumble there really is no limit to that, no matter what the amount is. So you can give $1 and it's same amount of characters for like $500. So you're really not far from that. But again, it's just going around showing it, and when I am done at the end of it, I do post the channel names and links to those that are places I've stopped by, or if they're on X, I can just post their @ and then their Rumble link, because Rumble does not have a great form of discovery. So hopefully that helps get those people seen. But that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, and of course tomorrow as well, my guest Cyrus will be on at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to come and see that, that'll be on 7 p.m. And then my guest will be on at 8 p.m. Eastern. So thank you for that. All you have to, Slight Pie says, all you have to do is Google the time anywhere. That's true. You can Google the time anywhere. But the next part about it is the last thing I do with my guest, lady, is something I like to call questions from a hat. Now, a while back, I bought myself a Rumble hat a long time ago, and I've put some questions inside. So what happens is that you, my guest, get 2 freebie questions from the hat. However, if people I'm getting there, Slide Up, I'm getting there. However, if people wish to have more questions from the hat pulled, they can give a Rumble rant for it. Now, obviously, I'm on YouTube as well, but I'm not monetized, so sorry, guys, that is the deal breaker. But if you're on Rumble, you can pay whatever amount you want, like you've seen Neuro and Fairy do. So, but one rant equals 1 question. So be mindful. But anyway, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. You have 6 questions total because of all the lovely people in chat. So are you ready, lady?
Yes.
All right, and don't worry. Maybe a few of them will be hard, but this is not like school. All right, you don't have to answer a math question. Maybe. I don't want to get you in that arena. But anyway, the first one right here. What's the most absurd thing you believed in as a child? Ooh. Is it like a brain fart?
Yeah.
we can move on to different ones.
that if I lied, my tongue would fall out.
Who told you that one?
My mom.
That was probably a smart mom, but so you're like, Mom, well, you lied to me. Where's your tongue falling out? Remember the answer to everything is 42. That's not true. Throw an algebra question in there. Okay, if a train is coming from New York at 50.
No.
I'm not gonna try either because I wouldn't get there. Question number 2, right here. What's a skill or hobby you've never tried but admire when others do it? Hobby or skill that other people's do.
Painting.
Really? What is it you like about painting?
Just how they can take a blank canvas and just create whatever, and it's just I've never really tried it or gone into it, but I always found it fascinating.
You mean you've never watched good old Bob Ross?
No, I meant I've watched it and everything, but I've never given it a shot,
Mm-hmm. No, that's understandable. But I mean, yeah, it's some like Michael Keane is one who does some good paintings, and so I've seen him on, and I had another lady on, Kaya, who does embroidery. She does oil paintings and so many other types of different styles like watercoloring and all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's Letty Pie. But yeah, no, it is pretty interesting when someone could take something that's just a blank landscape and fill it with some of the most amazing things. A great example would be the Vincent van Gogh Starry Night. It's just a fascinating array of what it looks like. Crazy in a bit,
How
but
they can take something out of nothing and just create masterpieces.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes they don't know it's a masterpiece at the time, and it usually takes
Mhm.
years for that to happen. There you go. Neuro says, put a happy tree here. That's right. Good old Bob Ross. Question number 3. If you were a sandwich, what kind would you be and why?
Well, I'm going to have to pick my favorite sandwich because who doesn't love it? Turkey sandwich with lettuce and tomato and onion and extra pickles and ranch. No cheese.
No cheese? Oh, man.
I like it better without the cheese.
Hey, I can't blame you
And as
for
for
it.
the why, come on. Who doesn't love turkey and pickles?
We
And I'm a variety. You never know what you're going to get with me. So load it up.
there you go. Sounds like a BLT, but it'd be a TLT because of the no, it wouldn't be bacon. A turkey, yeah, TLT, turkey, lettuce, and tomato. Oh, physics hates turkey. Oh man, all that hate. Cheese and rice. There we go. That's a good one.
That's one of my favorite sayings, cheese and rice.
Cheese and rice and crackers. Just so anyone knows. Question number 4. What word makes you laugh every time you say it?
Kumquat. The Trident commercials where who you calling a cootie queen, you lint licker, and she goes, pickle you kumquat. So yeah, kumquat.
I remember that commercial from Orbit. Keeps your mouth clean. Oh my goodness. I tried a little Texas gunpowder on it. Ooh, gosh, it's spicy. Ugh.
Yeah, lady doesn't do spice.
Oh my goodness, it burned your mouth. Subway for a while, and I remember every time we opened the pack of turkey meat, it smelled like a fart.
Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta.
Oh goodness, that is too funny. All right, question number 5. We're almost there. Oh, Neuro, bring it in. Hold on, Neuro.
Neuro, you're gonna make my child disown me.
You'll never be in the will, Mom. Man. Question number 5. So that makes it 7 questions. What is something true that nobody agrees with you on? What is something true to you that nobody agrees with you on?
That I'm funny. Jim tells me I'm not funny. I think I am. It's the truth to me.
I think he's just joking about that one. All right.
No, he's not.
Oh.
He doesn't find me very humorous.
Well, then you could just say, "Hey, you know that."
I'm getting better. I'm getting better. But for the longest time, I'd be like, I'd come off with a joke, and he'd just look at me and be like, "I thought it was funny. I'm hilarious."
Hey, if you can laugh at yourself, that's the best stuff right there. All right. Because if you can't laugh at yourself, then what's the point, right? So 5. Question number 6. Oh no, wait. 1, 2. Yeah, that is 5.
You, Ross.
Question number 6. Oh, pay those duckies back. All right. Hold on. That question 8 right there. Hold on. Number 1. 43. There you go. Thank you there, Cross. Right there. All right. So that makes it 8 total. All right. On to question number 6. Here we go. We'll try not to give him too much. Oh, those dunks almost got us killed. Wow. Here you go. Here's a sort of easy one. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
She said it there. So the farm girl said it. A hot dog is not a sandwich. Anyone that says otherwise is getting beat down. Gotta be careful of that. All right, question number 7. Oop. Let's see. All right. Oop. That's a twofer right there. You know what? We'll hold that other one to the side. Go. Get out. It's stuck in there. Question number 7. What sound do you enjoy hearing?
My children giggling.
Aw. Well, that's such a mom answer, though.
It's true. There is nothing more satisfying to your soul than like an I don't know what the word is. I'm trying to figure out, but like just the giggle of like a little kid, it's the innocence, of where they just find something hysterical and they get that belly giggle, and it's the best sound in the world. It really is.
A kid's deep belly laugh. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And Neuro says hot dog is a sandwich. It's basically rolled up bologna. Hey now, hey.
No, it is not.
Hot dog is not bologna, okay? That'll agree on. No, it's not. All right. All right. Question number 8. This is the last one unless someone gives a rumble rant. Don't make this woman get disowned by her kids, okay? Don't tempt her. Question number 8. What is the greatest risk you have ever taken?
Moving out of my house and in with Jim. I mean, I didn't really move out, more so kicked out, but I took a chance in showing up at his front door. Not even 24 hours of meeting him, and we have been together for 10 years 10 years, married for 9, 2 boys, and I didn't know him, he didn't know me, and it's the best thing in my life.
Aw. Yeah, that certainly would be a scary thing, especially if you, like you said, you didn't know the person right off. So that can be a question itself. And of course, big thank you to Big Block. He's given in for question number 9. This ball ain't stopping. It keeps on popping. All right, question number 9 right here. Let's see.
Well, 9 is my lucky number, so no more. Let's leave it there. Lady likes 9. I like things in 3s.
No, it's like going to the casino. She says, "I'm done for the night." All right, I'm done. So we'll cut it there. What's your favorite day of the week? That should be pretty easy.
Titty Tuesdays.
What?
Titty Tuesday. What did you expect?
I'm just gonna need a moment on that one. Just gonna need a moment. I'm just gonna need a little silence. But
I mean, we call them Tata Tuesdays, premium Tata Tuesdays, and for every 5 gifted subs, you get a shimmy shake from your choice, lady or midnight. So yes, Tata Tuesdays in this house.
Getting a shimmy from midnight. I just feel. I don't know. I don't know how to describe that feeling. I just feel like I should just throw the money at him anyway, just to get him to stop.
I haven't paid to put my shirt back on before.
He has been paid to put clothes back on before.
Not
in that context, but
you know what?
There was they kept giving him money. They're like, "Oh, try and take it off," and the one guy was like, "You know what? No, here's some money. Leave it on. Fuck them."
Yeah. See, that's what you should do. You should have like a bunch of shirts and sweaters next to him. It's like people would just pay him to put clothes on, and by the end of it, he may look like this, like a puffball, just because of all the shirts and sweaters.
Iowa said last Tata Tuesday was a total ripoff. Midnight wasn't even shirtless. I'm sorry, Iowa. We'll fix that for next Tata Tuesday.
He said if you'll slip him a 20, you'll see something, all right? Oh, my goodness.
I've gotten 5 gifted subs to slap Jim while live, so, if they want to see it, they'll pay it. I just drop 5 subs and I'll crack Midnight in live because he called me the most beautiful sewer shark he's ever seen.
What?
Well, I was playing Maneater and somebody called me a sewer shark. I'm like, I'm not a sewer shark. And Midnight comes off going, "You were the most beautiful sewer shark I've ever seen." And I'm like, I'm like, 5 gifted subs and I crack Midnight live. Sure enough, bam, there was the 5 gifted subs, went over, warmed up my hands and hiya.
That was him trying to be cute, and it ended up him getting paid
$5. What is he bitching about? Us.
As we see, the female at the last moment forgot that she was she was married. She's like, "It's for me." Oh, I'm sorry, it's for us. Oh my goodness. But anyway, that, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the show. Of course, a big shout out to all the people in chat. Obviously, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being a part of their chat. I know some people call it an interview, but it's not an interview. It's just having a conversation with people across the board. And of course, big shout out to the lady herself. Obviously, it was her first time on, and she did spectacularly, except when she started throwing her tatas out there. Then it became a little weird.
It wouldn't be me if there wasn't tatas involved.
Look, I'm ready for a hot tub, but that's more of like a chimichanga sort of thing. But I'm not going to get into that.
There was no contract that said no ta throwing around. So
Hey, gotta start writing that one up. But thank you again for coming on, lady. And of course, no, you're always welcome back, as I tell everyone else who comes on, because there's always more to talk about, no matter what it is, because there's always something to talk about. Like, even if you just throw the news out there. This young lady's like, oh, look at that. This lady Pike gave you very like.
The house is dark and my glasses are, glaring. So usually you see me in better lighting, but I'm just me.
There you go. That is the most important part. Lady is just herself, and that's all that matters. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you guys for being here. Of course, like I said, tomorrow is the 86 Pay It Forward stream. Come by, be part of the giving part, and see who we stop by, whether it be a new face or a returning face. Believe me, I'll tell you, I've seen a lot of people that I don't think I've ever heard of before, and we're certainly going to be saying hello to them. So come by and be a part of it. Be a part of the Pay It Forward stream. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, links down below. But before I go, how I end this show is I end it with a music video like earlier. It's called One Day With You by Pogo. And of course, if anyone's interested to see any of Pogo's stuff, his link is down in the description below. He was doing stuff for a while, but he's not doing anything anymore. But it's always good to pay homage to a genius of the musical part. And he's Australian, by the way. So there you go. But anyway, One Day With You by Pogo. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. And I will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Guests coming in at 8 p.m. Eastern just to get that there. But anyway, have a great rest of your night, guys. And I will see you next time. Oops. I wasn't trying to beat you up, Mark. I swear. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Bye.
One, two.